Hi guys! Welcome for the weekly community show. I'm very happy today because it is the March patch, the Forgotten Depth. Today we're going to discuss in detail about this patch, and this patch is pretty exciting because the new dungeon is actually very good and it's pretty different from everything you have seen in the game so far. So why is this new dungeon very exciting? The Forgotten Depths can be found on Red Shore Forest. The entrance is on the shore of Red Shore Forest. It's one of those entrances that you guys have been asking many times, will there be a dungeon there? And yes, you were right, there's a dungeon. If you have seen last week's episodes of the community show, you have probably seen the interview of Charlie's, our world builder, that is explaining everything about the construction of that dungeon. It is actually one of his first projects, so a really old piece of content we have been creating for this game before it was even called Embers Adrift, and that has been reactualized and revamped to be really on par with what we are creating today. But that dungeon is different from the central vein system, so it will be quite different. Even if it's underground and it's still cave, it will be quite different from the assets you have seen in Ember Veins and in Central Veins, which is quite exciting. So the dungeon is in several floors. You have access with this patch to the first floor. The second and the third floor will be released in some later updates, but you will have several wings. This dungeon is quite large and you can lose yourself, and each wings give you access to different type of creatures. So you will find Mars, you will find cultists, you will find nocturnals and some other creature you have not met yet and that you will discover through this dungeon. So it's quite exciting. The dungeon is also pretty dark, so it really has this kind of gloomy, dangerous darkness about it, but in a different way than the Central Veins and the Ember Veins. So in phase 2 and phase 3, the dungeon will be for higher level, and we'll have also other entrances in different places than the Red Shore. So that's going to be quite exciting as well, to discover some other entrance or exit through the world and this big giant dungeon underground. The first level that we're releasing now, it's aimed for level 28 plus. It can go as far as 32, but with the new gel system, we can really enlarge a little bit the vision of who is coming into the dungeon. So let's read the patch notes now. So we have exactly what's new, and I will give some explanation about everything about that. The patch notes. What's new? This month's patch brings a slew of new content and features for you to explore. You are getting a handful of new quests, a new dungeon, a number of bug fixes, quality of life update, and an improved grouping experience, and your bag got a little extra space as well. I'm not going to read everything because we have been discussing about those changes during several episodes, so I either recommend you to check the last week's episode or to read those patch notes yourself. We have been discussing those elements when they were added during the QA discussion. But we're going to discuss about all of the new stuff. That being said, really pay attention to the abilities change because that's quite important and quite exciting as well. Then there is also an aura change that will be here because that's something that has been added and people are really excited about it. So let me find, here. Combat aura no longer need to be reapplied every time you re-enter combat stance. Once activated, it will reactivate every time you re-enter combat stance. However, after being knocked unconscious, giving up or zoning, those aura need to be reactivated. So check out all of the improvement fixes and little addition that has been added, because you can see that there is a lot of content that has been added. But now we're going to focus on the new content. First, the new quests. So we have several new quests. Our quest reward system and interface have been updated to allow more flexibility in what combination of reward we can provide. As new quest, you will find a Veteran's Guidance, the Pirates, Middleland's Antiquity, Lost to the Sand of Time, and Under the Branches of History. So some quests are hidden. Those quests are also in different zone for different level. As you can guess, Middleland's Antiquity happen to be in Middleland and therefore are for people of the level of Middleland, which mean from 10 to 20 or whatever. So I do not know the exact level of those quests, but they are for various levels. New stuff, group elevated level, gel. So that's something we have been discussing about the other week and which is pretty important. I'm not going to reread everything about this, but I just would like to re-explain what gel is all about. So the gel system is a way to make it easier for you to group up with other players if there is some level difference between you. So here in this case you will benefit from some what can I say, from the gel system if you have 5 level of difference. So let's take the example of a 15 level player teaming up with a 21 level player. That means that the level 15 player will be boosted to level 20. That being said, not for everything. There's a list of things where it doesn't count. Only account for group member within range of one another, which is indicated by the +n value of the group windows. That means that your elevated level may change depending of which group members you are within range of. Explanation: if your group is divided in 2 parts and the max level is far away and you are next to a player which is just slightly above you, your level will not be boosted as much as if you were with the max level of your group. The maximum elevated level a player can be is their current adventuring level +5. The elevated level does not rank up abilities, stat or health. NPC's chevron color are still in comparison to your actual adventuring level, and adventuring XP rewarded for kills continue to use your real adventuring level, not the elevator level. So what does change? What change is everything which is including the resist or the defense. Meaning that if you are with a higher level player, instead of missing on the red mobs you are fighting, you will not miss that out. But your abilities will not be more powerful. It's just you're not going to miss because the mob is red. If you're alone and you're not boosted, you will still continue to miss on red mobs, obviously. Why this approach? The challenge there was finding a way for a group to be more inclusive while not pushing them towards higher level content. We feel that expanding the con system to upper levels, expanding yellow, etc., will drive players toward higher level content, leaving lower level players in roughly the same position they are now. Gels allow for the expansion of the upper range for some, with the limiting factor being the highest level member of the group. A new icon has been added to the party window which indicates your current gel status. In the following screenshot you can see what it looks like when gel is inactive, you are the highest level player nearby, and when it is active, you are not the highest level player nearby, along with the corresponding tooltip for each case. So here it is. Gel group elevated level inactive. Gel increase your effective combat level based on nearby group member. That's the little icon here. Gel group elevated level active. Your effective combat level has been increased to level 22 thanks to a nearby group member. Yes, Silva da Barber, either the other person will beneficiate because you will be the highest level, or it will be the contrary. It's of course when two players are on different level. If you're grouping up with someone the same level than you, it will not change anything. And if you are grouped with someone with one level more than you, it doesn't change anything either, obviously. So finally, a new toggle has been added to the gameplay option called Show Gel Indicator, which will add the gel icon, overhead nameplate, and interface nameplate. The gel icon will be colored in accordance to how your gel level compares with the mob level, while the chevron indicator will remain colored based on how they compare to your true adventuring level. We found that this additional icon can cause some confusion, so we have disabled this option by default. So yeah, you can see here that you have the little gel experience here next to the young boar, and here as well. It means that it should be yellow for you, but in this case it has become white. All right. So first person camera. Embers Adrift now support a first person camera. This option, however, is disabled by default and must be enabled in one or two ways. The first is a new key bind called first person camera. Activated this key bind will toggle you in and out of first person mode, and the second is enabling a new toggle in the gameplay option called enable zoom to first person, which will allow you to zoom in to enter first person and zoom out to exit. It should also be noted that this camera perspective is not fully featured and has a few minor quirks. Example, your body is not rendered, but the weapon are. So it is not perfect, but it's a little trick if you want to play with the first person camera. It's kind of nice and smooth. It doesn't have a bob head thingy, so it's not giving you headache or anything like that. It's a very smooth view of yourself with the first person camera. It has been something requested by a lot of players. We didn't feel like we could do it properly, but here you go, and it's pretty nice. There is just not all the fancy things you will see in Elder Scrolls games, for example, where you see your hand fighting and stuff like that. So it is not that level of polish for the first person view, but other than that, it is a very smooth way. You will see that later on if I'm playing in first person. Hello Den3. Den3 is saying, I just found this game last night. I love it so far. The community is very helpful. Can't wait to grind out more level. May you be welcome, Den3, and thank you so very much for your purchase and for joining our community. I really hope you're going to enjoy yourself. Know that I am organizing group every Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday here on Twitch TV. So most of the time they're around my real character level, but sometimes I also organize group for other level. And I also organize one event every Tuesday after the maintenance, which is for different level. So tonight it will be for the new dungeon, so for level 28 plus. But last week, for example, I did a group for level 10. Let's speak of the dynamic cloud coverage. The first step in implementing any sort of weather system is adding dynamic cloud coverage. Up until this point, the amount of cloud present in Embers Adrift has been static. Cloud will now dynamically adjust the coverage. Lots of clouds versus not many clouds based on the date, time, and location. Right now, this is mostly randomized, but in the future, we plan to involve a much more complex relationship with different weather patterns. And that will be the first step to having actual weather in the game. So this is coming, guys. We will have rain, thunder, and more things soon. Dim Karam, hey, welcome, hi. Dim Karam is saying the gel is a good solution, probably better than a mentoring system. That's really great. We will have to see that. It might be true that it will just do enough for preserving at the same time the feeling of progression and the importance of progression, while still making more flexible to play with more friends. So I've always been playing in kind of gel solution with other player, because that's the way I play the game. I'm not very mindful of sticking to the same level, and I've often, you know, being higher level, going to play lower level content, and I'm also paying attention if there was no red for my lower level in the group, but sometimes it was just impossible to avoid. So sometimes you had the one player that had all the red mobs. So here the gel system will really allow this player to not be frustrated and feel completely useless. Smart Bone is saying that is great to hear that you're adding weather pattern in the game. Yes, it's going to take its sweet time too. Lutar, hi! Elloa, I came across an inconsistency in dry food. How do I report that on the Discord? Alright, so either what you can report in different way. Either you do /report in-game, and the advantage of doing that is that it will give your location and some extra data directly to the devs. So, for example, if it's something very specific to the area and that is related to a location, it will be very useful to do it in-game at the place where you see that happening. For example, there's a hole in the ground or whatever it is, or a floating tree, or you know. Otherwise, you can go in the Embers suggestion, or you can go on the forum and post in the feedback. There's a bug area. I can show you this. We are in Embers Adrift in the forum here, and there you will have feedback and bug, so you can just type a new something new here. That's for the live. And when you are playing on the QA, there's feedback, bug, and discussion here on the QA. So that's on the forum, and then on the Discord. Wait a second. I hope it's going to open in. There we go. On the Discord, let me put that on here. You have the suggestion forum here. You could still do, or in the help, depending of what's the subject of your bug. All right, let's read about the Forgotten Depths. Deep within the hole of the Forgotten Depths, Ember is bent towards a dark purpose. A long-forgotten sect of disgraced philosophers from the earliest day of the Academy in New Haven have found a sanctuary in those ancient caverns. Banished from New Haven for horrific experimentation upon their fellow citizen, this cabal of alchemists sought a new home to push the boundaries of what Ember can do. They found a secluded home in the Forgotten Depths where they can experiment without restraint, no matter the cost to human life or their own sanity. Rumors have begun to spread among the Red Shore inhabitants of a threat emerging from underground. Nocturnes stalk the night, stealing captives away for their dark masters. Those who wander too near the cave disappear, never to be seen again. Shriek of torment can be heard echoing from the foreboding caves. Brave drifter are needed to put an end to this evil. Gather your courage and companion and delve into the Forgotten Depth, if you dare. Forgotten Depth is a new dungeon accessible via Red Shore for level 28 to 32. This is the first phase of this dungeon with 2 more phases in development. And you can see some screenshots. Look at this. Look at those screenshots. And you have seen it in the trailer as well, what you can see. New creature. Forgotten Depth also introduced 2 new creatures, the Muck Reaper and the Pterodile. So that's the Muck Reaper. And that is the Pterodile. Isn't that nice? Dame Karam is asking, Elloa, is there any thought to putting the game on Steam? So we have been discussing a lot about that already. So we have been discussing a lot about that subject, but we always conclude that we are not wanting to put our game on Steam at the moment. For many reasons. Some of those reasons are simply engineering time. So this is something that people don't realize, and they think that to put Embers Adrift on Steam is just like a plug and go, but it's not the case. It will require actually an enormous amount of time of engineering to be able to add Embers Adrift to Steam. And that's just speaking about the technical aspect, but then there's the social aspect, the business aspect, the legal aspect, and all that kind of things. So it is not an easy thing to do. It's much more complex than just go and do it. So we have decided that we didn't want it to do it for now. Maybe one day, but not at the moment. And I know a lot of people are pushing for that, thinking it will be the perfect solution, but we want to explore different avenues to increase the population of the game and promoting our game and making it known without having to go through Steam. Let's speak about the state of the game, the Forgotten Depth updates. Major update, the Forgotten Depth. We were hunting for supplies down near the beach when we heard the distinct scream of some tortured soul coming from a mysterious cave nearby. We investigated as the sun went down, and in the fresh darkness, strange folk with glowing eyes emerged from within. We came to make a report right away, sir. Official report to Sergeant Twill, Retro Outpost. Before we dive into the mysterious happening in Retro Forest, we want to say thank you to all our players for supporting our indie studio. Your feedback has been great and we truly appreciate the dialogue we have with our players. We've been hard at work with your help. We can truly say that this dialogue has produced good fruit in Embers Adrift. With that feedback and the careful implementation to improve without compromising the core of our game's experience, we're excited to announce that we will soon host another free weekend in the near future, so stay tuned for more news on that. Your support means very much to us, a small company. We have a simple purchase plus subscription model, no other monetization in the whole game. We recently changed our pricing, game plus 1 month's game time, equal to $29.99, tax not included, and subscription $9.99 per month, tax not included. No cash shop, no microtransaction. You can support us by buying the game here for yourself or for a friend and subscribing as time goes, or even purchase a month of game time for your friend as well. We're a small but mighty team and we hope to continue to impress you all with what we got planned for the rest of 2023 in Embers Adrift. So without further ado, let's review our last patch, the Threat of Grimstone, and talk about our new patch, the Forgotten Depth. So here you see this screenshot. It is usually much more darker than that, of course. The Threat of Grimstone. In case you missed the patch note, Grimstone Canyon is a level 30 plus located in the north of East Dryfoot. The zone is currently segmented into 3 phases, with this first release being phase 1 only. The second phase will be the higher altitude portion of the canyon. The third phase will likely be a new zone release farther down the line. The beautiful red wall canyon north of Dryfoot are marked only by the Grimstone Marauder dwelling within, earning them the name Grimstone Canyon. Those Marauders are even worse than their dry-boned counterpart, if that was possible. They're ruthless beyond measure and will do anything to get more slag rock, their term for ember ore. They seem to be colluding with a new type of other you have never seen before. The view you will find in Grimstone Canyon are quite stunning, but don't let them distract you from your surrounding. If you don't pay attention, you are prone to be ambushed by any manner of vicious creature, from the fearsome redmane to the deadly scorpion that call those canyon home. So major features of this update. The Grimstone Canyon, large overland region starting at level 30, 8 new long-form quests for a variety of level range, social window interface improvement, endless filtering, new abilities added for all specialization, storage increase to both the shared bank and personal stash, merchant buyback, new monster added, slackjack, stonecoat, burdened other and more, performance improvement, dueling, and more. And you can check the trailer here. And then the new update, the Forgotten Depths. Another major piece of content is being added. This update features a new dungeon, the Forgotten Depth. It is being released in 3 phases, the first of which is for level 28+. Come fight on the beach of Red Shore while you gather your party for an adventure in those forsaken halls. Deep within the hole of the Forgotten Depths, Ember is banned. Well, I've read that already. So, major feature of this update: the group elevated level system, come gel with a friend, 5 new quests, combat aura no longer needed to be replied every time you re-enter combat, more experience gained from light blue and green mob for you soloer out there. Very interesting, right? No more butt sliding, expanded backpack and gathering back slots, orange mobs have returned with the introduction of the gel system, normalize rare spawn rates and drop. This resulted in an increased spawn rate for most named NPCs, increase the spawn rate at pullable camp, new characters start with 5 more armor weights, and first-person camera view, and much more. So for more details, information on the gel system and other patch notes, head to our forum, check out Elloa's Forgotten Depth trailer on our YouTube channel. We're very excited for this update as it unfolds another layer in the story of Ember for those willing to delve into the depths. We're looking forward to continuing our development pace in improving the player experience and adding all new content including quest, loot, monster, and zone for players to enjoy. As we iterate from patch to patch, adjusting current content and adding new content, we are asking our community to keep the feedback coming and please be patient with us as we make adjustments. Thank you all. Stay tuned onto our YouTube channel, Twitter, and our Discords for info about the new content and latest news. There we go. So Silva da Barber is asking, okay, I'm going to do this. Silva da Barber is asking, when will the trade day be? It's the Sunday at 2 p.m. for Central America and 9 p.m. from Europe. And it's the same thing with the group event that I'm organizing the Tuesday. I try to keep the event always at the same time so you guys can get used to it, and it's event that I can handle because 3 AM events, it's not the best for me, to be honest. I can do it once a week, but no more than that. Alright guys, that's about it for the show today. Well, so we need to take this ladder and to descend in the Forgotten Depth.
Ooh.
Let's go, guys. We are doing this.
Let us descend to our doom.
Oh wow, Alice, bravo! Congratulations. That was a brilliant start.
My bad.
So
I
everyone,
was trying to look over the edge and see how deep it is.
oh, but it's very deep, yeah.
I found out.
You know, there's an ember ring up there. Maybe we should go get rid of your wounds.
Okay, we're starting to fight without you, huh? Sorry.
I'm not worried about it.
First rule of thumb in dungeons: fight at the torch.
We
Second
start.
rule. Healer, stop pulling things. Sorry.
Oh my god, I'm not used to this. I've never played a warlord, guys. So I'm sorry, I forgot all the chants. But there it is, I have some nice song for you. Yeah, this is going to be fun. Streamed in and look bigger than they are, I can promise you they are.
Right, do we want to designate a puller for today?
Well, it should be Alice. She's back.
Yeah, I can absolutely.
So we have a first question in the chat, which is there a boss in this dungeon? So I think we should answer, but only in image, like by visiting the dungeon.
Okay.
We will see the
I think that's a great
Cybernoman.
idea.
Yeah, we will figure out if there's a boss in this dungeon. But if there was a boss in this dungeon, what would that be? You see how Alice is a very skilled puller. Look at that.
Okay, I'm assisting the napalm.
I'm gonna stun the one on the right.
Yeah, it's pretty fun to discover a new class for the first time at level 30 in the dungeon. I've never been warlord.
Just try not to screw it up.
No, no, it's fine. I'm not using fear, don't worry. Oh, what is this? Look at that. Oh shit.
Oh boy.
Oh no, guys.
Two.
I'll stun the one in the back.
That's another new creature. Look at this. Do you like it?
I love it. It's giving me Arc vibes.
Terrifying.
Speaking of stuns, do people want to talk about their kits a little bit?
Well,
you
I'm
mean-
the one who stuns. That's my kit.
Yeah, why don't you talk about your kit
So
a
when you
little
see any sweet crowd control plays, you'll know that's more of them.
Unless
I've
it's me
got-
with my fear.
Yeah, so I've got a mixture of damage and stuns right now, plus a big crit buff and an execute that does more damage when they're low on health. So my role is just to burst as hard as I can, and then when there's ads, I'll be putting those to sleep.
bit? You have an AoE stun as well.
Yeah, I've got the single target stun and the AoE stun on right now, because in dungeons, you never know.
Oh yeah.
I saw a screenshot of this dungeon on live where somebody had like 12 mobs chasing them to the sounds.
Oh my god. And so we know that those Muck Reaper are giving region for the Brigand. He's not speaking a lot. He's not muted, but he's speaking on his stream most of the time. So every streamer are speaking with their community. We are in push to talk basically. So if Nathan is speaking a lot with his community, you will not hear him a lot on Discord. His push to talk is not working? Oh shit. Oh, that's not fun.
Uh-oh.
Nathan, do you want us to take a little time for you to adjust the push to talk or something?
Or an admin.
We can move up. There's one more nocturnal guy in here.
And you can see that it's very dark, but at the same time, you don't always need torch, which is cool.
I'm in love with these glowing blue mushrooms.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I always like phosphorescent 4-9
we got an
in
ad.
caves. So who's next to speak about their kit?
Well, right now I have assist,
Sleep in the
pull
tube.
back spines, and viprid toxins.
What's
And I
the
am
purple?
targeting
What's the purple thing you're doing? With
the bubble. Yes, the bubble is my sedation dart.
what does that
And
do?
it basically makes them not care that we're standing in front of them for a few seconds. It only works if they do not already have a target or are not investigating, so they have to be totally passive. Oh, and we got one more. It is probably one of my favorite abilities. I love it.
Which make the warden a very excellent puller.
Oh yes. That and paired with assist on your tank. I have found that using assist on your tank at right after you pull is essential.
Yeah. So for example, I have Nathan as my target, my defensive target, and I just hit F, and it puts me right on the mob that he's targeting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, having the offense and defensive target is so awesome.
I love it.
Although I meant my ability assist, but
Oh, that
using F
yes.
is great too.
And
Okay, we got another
explain that
fish.
again. Explain what that assist ability does. I didn't catch it.
So, assist is a damage ability that I can use, and also if I'm targeting a friendly party member, it gives them a little buff, which essentially gives them an advantage strike.
Do me.
So
Very
using
nice.
it on the tank, especially early on, gives them that little extra oomph to generate their initial aggro and can really help a lot.
Yeah, very cool. When you were saying I seen it, it's a purple ring-looking buff.
Yeah, it's like a little swirly thing. Let's see, what do we got around this corner? We got to turn here, a left
Yeah,
or right.
it is Cornet. This game is very much an old school game.
Decisions, yeah. What do you guys think? Let's take a look.
All right.
We've got a right here. And then over here there's another like little split. I'm not sure if it's a split or if it's just a big room.
Which way
Okay.
do you guys want to go?
Well, I don't know.
I
Let the puller decide.
guess we're going left.
Ah, no,
Oh.
we're going here. Oh my
Shit.
god.
Oh my gosh.
Sleeping left, sleeping left.
Kidding.
Don't hit
Hold
him.
on. Pull back.
Got ambushed.
Fleeing.
Okay, let's back up a sec.
Okay, that was fun. That was fun.
Off tanking like a champ.
Wouldn't have to off tank it if you just let him nap.
I know, my primary role as a juggernaut is to cleave as much as possible and prevent any CC from happening.
I will nap them far away.
I approve that message.
Brendan, I have a message for you.
Okay, shoot.
It's from Barry. He says wardens are better.
Oh boy.
Look, you got your message done, Barry.
Nathan, you want to talk about the knights
Yeah.
kit? And also, what was the question that you asked and we never answered because we couldn't hear you?
Yeah, let's do that first. So, chat was asking if we should, which you may or may not want to give this away, but they were asking if we should be wary of any traps, if there is any traps in the dungeon.
There are things kind of like the your community has probably seen plenty of it, like the poisonous fog, and there are, like in the initial zone, if you run through hay bales, you'll get itchy, which reduces your
I bought
to
it.
hit value by 50%.
Maybe.
So there are things like that in the environment that you engage with. It might slow you, it might root you, it might poison you. But in this particular dungeon, at least this phase, we don't have any traps set up. So I guess we'll let that one out of the box for now.
Awesome. Yeah, the knight is he's really cool. It's my main. My main thing right now that I'm super excited about is the self-heal, inner fire, because my favorite class is paladin, so he feels very paladin-like because he's got a little bit of a self-heal. Most of my attacks come with taunt. I've got
Nice.
my threatening strike. I've got a provoke, which provoke is one of my favorite on my stream into my community because I can make it stronger with urine. So I spit on their face to taunt them, which is the coolest taunt I've ever seen in an MMO.
Boosting
And then
them.
I can. It's actually stronger with urine. So we have a lot of fun talking about urine and having a great time with the urine being my taunt and all that kind of thing. And then, yeah, Bash is also new to me because I'm not this level on my main. So that's a really powerful, well, for a knight, it's a really powerful hit that I can do that also increases threat. Basically, everything built around the knight is all about threat, which I love.
I cannot do it any better, by the way, guys. So we'll have to deal with that.
Elloa, what are you rocking?
Yeah, I'm playing for the very first time in all of those years of playing and testing this game. The Warlords. So I have some auras. I have some buffs. I'm not really sure exactly what I'm doing, but I just have one direct heal and one attack, one debuff, which is Dread Bellow, and everything else is kind of buff. So Rallying Call, which is doing plus 25 haste. That's pretty cool. To 6 targets. Very nice. And then I have some aura, which is increasing the health regeneration. Here we have the stamina regeneration, and lastly, this gives plus 14 to hit. So I'm a buffing machine, basically.
Nice. The Old school EverQuest players will probably recognize the healing song and the stamina song, or at least chant in our game. Kind of like a bard.
Pop on that one if you want.
There's a bit of twisting with that class, right?
Yeah, you gotta kind of balance the stuff.
All right, get the tank.
But I honestly don't know how to play it, so please don't take me as an example. I'm just testing. Usually I play duelist as a healer, which is very, very different. And sometimes sentinels. So, Nomad is saying, Nathan has been camping the breastplate he's wearing here for months. Gladys is Arc Nemesis. I know.
Koopa, you want to talk about the Juggernaut a little bit?
Yes. So Juggernaut is a lot of fun. It's one of the only classes that the only class that has an AoE taunt as well as a taunt. So when things get crazy, I can have everything attack me and switch to my sword and board and hope for the best. They have very, very hard-hitting attacks with a two-hander, which is nice. Also, they have cleave attacks, one which has a bleed, so they have attacks that have multiple bleeds, which is fun. So usually I am like an off tank when I've grouped, or it can be used as a primary tank. Just kind of depends if there's a knight around or not. But yeah, just kind of do my best to hold aggro and DPS when there's only one target.
One of the things I love, I used to do a lot of Juggernaut. One of the things I loved about it was that AoE taunt you were talking about. Hitting that, and then if like my health gets real low, hitting the no time to die resilience buff and just letting all the damage hit me and seeing how many resilience I get. Resilience saves. So for those who don't know, resilience is if you're gonna go to 0 hit points and fall in battle.
Spawn.
Oh boy.
Oh no. Oh no.
Okay,
Oh,
I'm gonna
no.
AoE stun.
Oh
Get
shit.
back, get back.
Okay, everyone back up. Nobody attack. We'll pull one
Probably
back
spawns
to
behind
here.
us too.
There
Yeah,
Oh
are.
fuck.
gotcha.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Okay,
Yeah.
fight in the doorway. Fight in the doorway.
Get the T-Shev.
Get the 2.
Yes.
Get the 2.
Target the Terra.
Do the AoE taunt.
There you go. I'll
All right.
select you. and
Okay,
choose
here
the-
come the rest. If you AoE them, it's not gonna be good.
I'm going to buff
Trying
everyone.
to sleep. All right, one sleeping. Pull back if you can. Are we stuck here?
We're kind of stuck.
Might have to
here.
pull forward, actually.
Yeah, let's go forward.
Yeah.
I can AoE stun again in 7 seconds.
I'm going to drink that potion.
Okay, get ready to hold your swings. AoE stunning. Pull back a little bit.
All right,
You can
Nathan.
keep hitting one. Hit one. Hit one.
Everyone.
I'm going
I
to
got one
drop.
coming.
Okay, let's. Everyone, assist Nathan.
All right,
oh
I
my
have the
gosh,
right.
that's
I have the...
terrible.
Save, save me! I'm attacked.
Bad.
Okay. Now it's actually going okay, guys.
These are good heals.
Yeah, of course. No, I'm kidding.
All right, I'm throwing in another AoE stun.
My next seal will be for Moshi.
I'm assisting Nathan. Look at these ping pong health bars.
So I am playing a class that I've never played before, so I'm really trying here. I don't know. Oh, but maybe I can fear one. Okay, I'm
Maybe
going.
not. Maybe
Yeah.
not.
Yeah, I will do it.
The
I will do it.
No, fear's great because then I can stun them after they run away.
There it is. There's
yeah.
one is gone.
Nope, that instantly got broke. Welcome to my life.
Well, we tried.
This one's quite toothy, guys, so be careful.
I'm on the toothy.
Okay. I'm assisting.
Nice job.
Ooh.
That was a clincher.
This was good.
Good job, guys.
Look at that. Nothing ever goes wrong with fear. No, I know, right? But that's why I choose the Warlord. I said, this is going to be fun. I've never played Warlord, and there's the fear. And the fear has changed. So now when you fear, you aggro, actually, as a mob if they're in the area, while before it was not. So yeah, just a little explanation about the fear, because that's quite important. So we have changed fear with the new patch.
Is that a rare shield?
Ooh, yeah, look at that Mudflinger shield.
Oh, nice.
It's a lot of fizz.
Yeah,
That's
looks
nice.
pretty good.
Yeah, I think I need that for my alt. Thanks, guys.
Nice.
Yeah, let's not even talk about those ants.
Oh my god, yes.
Those ants will mess you up.
That's a nightmare, the ants. But they have very nice region for me. Seawater not good enough to clean me. Yeah, right? The ants are rough.
I heard somebody had King's potions.
Yeah, I do have some. You want?
Also, we have a couple pops behind us, so we should probably start inching a little bit if we can.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
more
can
or
come
less.
up to this little
Oop.
where this cave rat is.
Chest placeholders.
Whoa, spoilers.
There's even a guild call like that.
I remember before that was common knowledge. People talking about the rats, and I was just like, oh, don't say anything. Whoa, okay, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. It's free from the gym chest. No worries.
400 minutes worth of buffs, so hopefully that's enough.
No spoilers, but me and my group know exactly where all the rat spawns are in the frog EV.
That's true. I'm going to.
Just letting
Uh-oh,
Nathan get
add.
some stamina up here. Oh, okay.
Draining mire. I wonder what they drain.
Looks like Nathan's stamina is what they drain.
It's okay. I'm singing the song. Well, the bear, you need to play with a brigand after and diss them a lot for revenge. That's what you need to do.
Dang, I just did some damage.
What disturbed me is that the cooldown of my spell are pretty low in comparison to the buff, so I'm reapplying my spell when it's not needed. Actually, I need to pay attention to that. Okay. Alice, we need you. What
Yeah,
there is in the in this hall? Tell me what you see.
There's another mire, but we can come up a little bit. Not sure what's around the corner yet. Yeah, Twitter is a good place to keep up on what's going on with the game.
Speaking
and
of
the
which,
official Discord too.
I have new comments for Embers Adrift now.
Looks like there's another mire down the way, but I want to let Nathan get his stamina up.
Yeah, I'm resting it. My drink had ran up earlier. Realized.
Oh yeah, me too, thank you.
Well, I gave you some of my secret stash, so that should help.
It does help. Thank you.
I realized I brought everyone else
Thank
food and
you.
drink, but I didn't save some for myself. Does anyone have some they could share?
Yes.
Yeah, you can trade me if you want the secret stash good stuff. We can come up to these stairs. Just try not to go down.
Look at this room, guys.
Oh, look at this. I saw this
This
in the
looks
trailer.
nice. Wow.
I'm gonna
You even
try to
hear
get
the
close enough to the
waterfall
wall. Oh,
sounds.
I just fell down the stairs. Okay.
Seriously,
That sounds nice.
Okay. I can load that one. Okay. Cool.
Making me nervous, Alice.
I'm getting a little nervous myself.
Ali is the best pillar in the game, except in the stairs.
Everybody has a weakness.
Man, the stairs are so weird sometimes.
It's your feet that are weird.
It's my feet. I mean, it might be. Yeah, see, I'm just like sliding down the stairs. Like. Okay, let's see if I can get those. Oh, we got a patrol. Okay.
So guys, beware, those stairs
Okay.
are sleeping.
They are a little slippery. I tested them.
Yeah.
Patrol. Here we go.
Whew. I was wondering if that debuff was going to wear off, the social aggro debuff,
Yeah.
but we got it.
Workers' compensation is ready.
I won't really be able to load that one again, so we're gonna have to pull it next.
Ooh, he rooted us.
Yep.
How rude.
Drinda, could you tell everybody where to get the game, why it's so important to support indie developers and Embers Adrift?
I appreciate that, Nathan. Yeah, you can go to www.embersadrift.com/store, and you can help us out by buying the game, supporting us with a subscription. We're very adamant about having a product that does not have microtransactions or cash shops. We feel that, come in, you support us with a subscription. Everyone should get, equal access to the content and, have basically the same amount of content that they can enjoy together. So, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
Anything you guys want to add?
everyone is equal with a subscription model. While when you have a cash shop, some people will have plenty of cool stuff that they have not earned in game. Here you have to earn your stuff in game. You have to trade with other player. You have to earn money to make powerful friends that give you plenty of free stuff. But you have to do it via the game. You have to earn it.
And I think it's important too
Yeah.
that the subscription model doesn't pit the developer against the player. It's basically like, hey, we're here to make content, we're here to give you more content. As you can see, we keep rolling out new stuff. We're not creating problems in game that you have to solve with a cash shop, basically, and that's that's important to us. It works for other kinds of games and whatnot, but for Embers, you know, that's how we feel. At least,
I love it.
yeah, that's
Come
what
down
we
the
like.
stairs.
Good idea. We don't want any ads.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I think initially drew me to this game, is just the absolute commitment to not being against the player and monetizing in a way that's just, you know, fully cohesive and just parallel to what works best for the player. You know, like you said, not selling them, not creating problems just to sell them solutions. All the best looking gear you just get from playing the game. Like the whole industry has just gone down such a direction of, you know, the devs are almost hostile towards their own players with these monetization practices, and especially with a small team like this where you're already, you know, limited in funding and resources. It takes a lot of integrity to decide that those are your values and stick with them through all the ups and downs. So I think that's big props.
Yeah, I think it shows through in our community too. Like we have a really open communication, I guess, situation going on with our players, and you know, we're basically, comms are open, and there's been a lot of stuff that has been added to the game, like the gel system, for example, because of the input of the community, and you know, we're really proud of that. We think Embers Adrift would not be what it is today without the community, and I think part of that is having that subscription-based model where you're all on the same page together.
I feel like too that the gameplay loop you guys have in this game just promotes people to be really nice. So, you know, like people are more willing to help new players, and just be. It's just like it attracts the best community. You know what I mean?
We do have the best community. I agree.
100%.
But I think the fact that we are a small game, was a small community, allow us to take care of our community in a different way. We can be much more close and intimate with our players, and truly listening to them, have a discussion with them. So we are not always going to take the solution that they are proposing, but we're always going to consider it. We are always going to discuss about it and figure out what's best for the game with our vision and the wishes of the community. Because here, it's really, in a way, we are creating a game for you, and we want you to have fun with it. So we can think what will please our player. Sometimes we can say, oh yeah, if we are doing this, they are going to be so excited. This is really great. It's more like serving a community than anything else. And I like that aspect.
Beautifully put, yeah.
I also really love this room. I think the style is looking so great. Visually, it's really nice.
I agree with that. Yeah, there's so many spots. Someone in my chat was talking about it last night. There's so many spots out in the world, etc., that are so beautiful and unique. It's a joy just to explore sometimes, just to find a really cool spot.
Yeah, I agree. I really love to take screenshots in general in game, and this is one of the aspects of MMORPG that pull me into them. It's to have beautiful landscape, and I really like our landscape.
Looks like there might be something serious happening up ahead of us there, on the right.
Yeah, what's that gate? What's that gate?
I see a yellow cultist prophet over there as well.
Oh boy.
A prophet? Only that? Oh my god.
Oops. I just healed myself with a full bar of health. Great job.
That's also one of the new things. You auto-target when you don't target someone, you auto-target yourself with heal. one of the change with dispatch that has been asked and requested by the community.
Ooh. Look at that bow.
Hey, Bao! Okay, another nice question. Bao is asking, will you all ever add pets? So that's also on the list, right? It's one of the things we wish to do, but it's require a lot of design to do properly, and so it's not going to be done right away, but...
Do you guys have a specific class already in mind that would get a pet, or is that still up in the air?
I don't know the particulars, but I think if Undone has his way, it would be the Warden, because the Warden should have all the good things.
Yeah, of course, but I disagree with that. I vote for the pet system to be tied with the alchemy system, and every class can have it. That's my vote.
I like that idea.
But
Yeah, exactly. We are planning on it. Pets is on the list. It's on the list, but it likely will be tied into alchemy in some way in the future.
And the alchemy is going to be like a horizontal progression type thing, is that right?
There's a couple different ways we're introducing it. The first phase 2 of alchemy, which phase 1, by the way, of alchemy is just like, you can already see that around you. You can see the ember rings, you can see the others walking around, you can, see these ember drifts that are basically like unstable ember rings that have kind of imploded or exploded. And then the vortexes, which are quick ways out of the dungeon, they lead to an ember ring. So those kinds of things are phase 1. Phase 2 would be using ember to affect your reagents and your abilities. So that's up and coming. That's kind of the next thing on the list for us with alchemy. And then phase 3, I don't want to give like too much away of that, but it's going to be another level of using ember, I'll say.
I can't wait.
basically, the what we wanted, and it has been difficult to convince some people about that, because is there magic in the game is one of the most asked questions, and some people are really like, oh, I cannot play this game because you don't have magic. But what we wanted to do, and it might not be to the taste of everyone, but it's still what we wanted to do, is to really create something progressive where you have to learn, you have to discover, you have to understand, and you have to learn, and you have to dedicate yourself to make a choice whether you want to dabble into the alchemy or you're not interested and you stay with martial arts, basically. Instead of having the kind of you're born with magical power and you can throw fireball at level 1. So we really wanted to give this sense of progression and of choice to the player, to increase the idea of mysteries and of weird things happening, what's going on type of vibe into the game.
What is that back there? It's not a creature we
Is it
can buy,
moving?
is it?
Oh shit, it's
Yeah.
moving.
Oh man,
It's a giant mire.
You
it's
look
an
at this.
ashen
I'm gonna
mire. It's
kill it. Murder.
like overwhelmed
that-
with ember.
That looks like death.
Shall we get
Boy.
into this room? Should we find a key? It make me think
Ooh,
about
do we need a
molten
key?
core. It make me think of molten core and the stuff you have in that Blackrock Depth dungeon.
No spoilers on that one.
Wow.
Is that it then? We gotta find a different path, I suppose.
Oh, this keeps going. Oh boy. Pop, add.
But shouldn't we find a little corner and do that giveaway thing now?
Yeah.
Classroom.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Oh, what?
Oh gosh.
Yeah, there's a whole
Oh,
corridor of
wow.
these guys to fight through on their way. Oh no, I need to pay attention.
Yeah, this guy Ain't no alligator.
No.
Yeah, I take it back. This is the coolest mob I've seen in Embers Adrift.
Nice.
Jeez.
That cleave damage.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll turn him. I didn't realize he was cleaving. I'll turn him next time we got one.
Yeah,
Okay,
look at the room
me-
we are in here.
Look at what we got going on here. Which way are we
see
trying
this-
to go? Left or right?
So we need to go under the archway of the stairs.
Okay,
There's a
gotcha.
cabal member under there, which is a foretaste of what further phases of this dungeon will be.
A cabal. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, so the cabal, early in the days of the academy, the foundation of the academy in New Haven, there were some philosophers who decided that pursuing knowledge of Ember was more important than anything, and would basically make humanity much greater. So they were willing to do some not so nice things. So they were caught experimenting on humans. They would kidnap humans from New Haven and take them to their secret underground place and experiment on them. They were caught and they were disgraced and banished. They were referred to as a cabal because there were several of them with that opinion. So they were kicked out of New Haven, banished forever, and they crawled into this deep dark hole and are just now being discovered again by both the exiles in Redshore Forest and the New Haveners in Redshore Forest.
I love it.
And that's
Very
what the big
exciting.
hulking giants are, is part of their human experiments.
You could say that. You could say that. If you look into their eyes, you will see an ember glow. All right, this room terrifies me. I'm just saying, there are a lot
Yeah.
of mobs. I mean, the stairs specifically, we should probably clear the stairs. Oh boy. Oof.
Oh, that was a good pull.
Don't worry, Drendon. I'm a pro.
You got this. You got this. Why would I ever doubt?
I don't know. We haven't played together for a while.
That's true. That is true.
Troll.
Yeah, there's a
Got this like
manslayer on the stairs.
Okay, he's moving on.
Oh, here, the Watcher. The
Oh,
Watcher.
got a watcher. Someone stun the watcher, maybe.
Oh, nice. Well done. The Watcher has been lulled by
Yeah,
Alice.
Nice use of the sedation dart there.
Yeah, awesome. Really well placed.
And this guy's hurting everyone.
Yeah. I love when they fall, how it shake the ground.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Hi guys. Hello, Prankers Fan. Hello guys.
Get around. Come over by me.
No, what's going
Line
on?
of sight,
no,
line of
the
sight.
wall didn't
Oh, no.
stay on him. He resisted it too much.
All right, I'm stunning him.
Okay.
Oh, that does not last.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what
Yeah, he's a
happened to me.
four chef.
All right, I'm AoE stunning.
Okay.
Where is
everyone
Alice?
back up,
Alice
back
on
up.
the
We need
door?
to.
Oh, sorry, Elloa. Thought you
It's
were
okay,
over
it's
here.
okay.
Thank you. Okay, which one are we targeting? Assisting Nathan.
No, Nathan is falling. Okay, I'm going to fear one. Yeah, let's see if I can fear this.
I mean, what
alchemist.
was your
You
hit
can't
point
fear the
there,
alchemist. Try to.
Oh,
Oh,
heck.
Whoa, that was cool.
try to fear the prophet on Mochi if you can.
Yeah, okay, I will do that in 15 seconds.
Oh my gosh, magic!
Okay, well I'm
Oh,
gonna
that
stun
is
him then.
So cool.
He's stunned. He's stunned.
Healing Nathan.
Down!
Oh shit.
Don't stand in
Back
front.
up.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
That's a
Yeah.
frontal cone. Careful which way it faces.
He'll come in for Moro. He'll
I'm
come in
so
for
dead.
Moki.
Oh fuck,
No.
sorry. Sorry.
Oh.
Hi. Good night, lovely viewers. You seen this,
Got one
guys?
down.
All right, I'm salting Elloa.
Okay.
Sorry,
Get
you
on the
arrived
prophet.
right in
Calm
the middle
down.
of a...
Got the
Oh, the-
alchemist finally.
Elloa.
Look at this guy. He got a level.
Alchemist leveled up. I'm
Yeah, I'm
down.
gonna pull this prop
Oh,
away and
that's
sweep him.
Okay, everyone off the. Get off.
Off the prophet.
Oh, sorry,
you guys
sorry,
are killing me.
Trying to kite.
Someone
Trying
heal
to
me.
kite.
Yeah, coming.
Kiting him.
I was hoping to have a spell, but I didn't have a spell. Oh no, shit, we have a watcher now.
Manslayer.
Hearing him?
Yeah, this was
I need
fun.
stamina.
Try to get the alchemist back on me.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
This is so
Just realizing
cool.
now he's a 4
I'm
chevron.
coming for you.
Yeah, he's a 4.
Yeah,
Oh,
but we have
gosh.
so many No, look at that.
That animation is so good.
I love
Yeah,
it.
it's
I love the
great.
way he
I'm
raises the
down.
Emberstone.
Yeah. Guys, I think.
Cabal Alchemist yells, "Don't let them escape."
Oh, nice.
Okay, I'm raising you, Dindin.
Uh-oh.
Go kite them. You're the last one. You're our last hope. Yes, Viper, do it.
Nope.
Gonna salt more on.
Uh,
Maybe he can get a stun off.
That was exciting.
Oh, no. There goes
no.
Oh,
He
no.
leveled up.
Yeah.
I think he leveled again.
Oh, no.
What's
Is he
going-
actually getting stronger when you get kills?
What's going to
We'll
happen?
never know.
Oh no, I almost got away.
Oh, no.
He saw me at the last second.
Are you
Now,
not
is
going
that
to me?
boss a little sneak peek in alchemy? I feel like.
Oh, yeah.
He is an alchemist.
Yeah, there it is. And that, guys,
Fireball
was
lightning
a
is
moment. That
so
was a
brutal.
moment. That was a moment.
Wipe. All right, I'm hitting give up.
So everyone
Very scary.
claim this
What's
moment.
that?
Everyone in
Stop
my
doing it,
channel
Bill.
claim this moment. You have 3 minutes to do it. You have 3 minutes to claim this moment where we got destroyed by the
The
alchemist.
wounds are real.
I'm quite tickled about the alchemist leveling up.
Yeah. On us.
Yeah. We should not have to die. Well, that was it. A very nice run in the new dungeon. So now that we're around the embering, it's the perfect moment to ask you guys, what did you thought about this dungeon?
Best dungeon so far, for sure. I love all the unique assets. Love the mobs. Lots of exciting. Obviously, we didn't get to see much of it. It's a little sneak peek, but obviously, you guys are in the right direction on dungeon design. This is fantastic.
Nice.
I really love
Thank
it a
you,
lot.
thank you.
It's great. And it's
I had a lot of
so
fun as
nice
well.
to have something that isn't a bunch of tunnels.
Right. Well, that's one of the reasons we went this direction, because community feedback, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
We have some
And
question in
Charlie's
the
did a
chat.
Great job.
Smartbone is
And
asking.
also,
Smartbone is asking, are those 4 Chevron warrior found exclusively in this dungeon?
there are 4 chevrons throughout the world, but typically when you run into a 4 chevron, they are special, have some special abilities and whatnot. So yeah, not exclusively, but as far as alchemists go, yes.
Yeah, it's the only alchemist type of character you find. And that's it for today. Thank you so very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed those information. Do not hesitate to leave a comment, or do not hesitate to join us on Discord or on a forum and to share your feedback or your hope about the game, what kind of content you would like to see next. I will see you next week for another episode, either on Twitch TV at 6 p.m. Central Europe time or 11 a.m. Central American time. Take care of yourself, take care of your loved one, and see you soon. Bye everyone.